Like, give me a little wave. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello. Hello, hello. So welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Allison is going to take care of the chat for me because unfortunately, for some reason, I cannot get Zoom on my computer for whatever reason. But my name is Melissa Potskuchek, and I want to welcome everybody here tonight to this opportunity call for Modere. You obviously were either invited by somebody or requested to learn a little bit more about Modere's opportunity. And as you can see, there are a whole bunch of beautiful faces that I recognize on here. So hopefully you recognize one of them as well. Excuse me, but you'll see me grabbing bottles of water, you guys, because I get really nervous. Like, can you see my red? So Angela's upside down now. This is pretty funny. I'm watching some people, and poor Angela's, I thought I was having a rough time, but I really liked her upside down though. That was so funny. Okay, now we're sideways. So as you can see, you guys, we actually have a ton of fun on this team. I was so blessed this weekend. We actually had our fall conference. Yay! Angela got her screen all settled. But we actually had our fall conference this weekend, and I was so blessed to actually have some of the ladies here at my house, and it was over the moon exciting. We had so much fun. So very oddly, weirdly wonderful that you feel like you feel like you're a big family when you join a team or join a network marketing team, and whatever company it is, it really does have that family feel. Or I should say, it should have that family feel. It's one of the perks of being, joining a company like this and starting your own business, is that you have the support of others. You have the support of others that have been through different struggles, that everybody has their own stories. And they can help you along, they can guide you along, they can cheer you along while you are learning in the process. So we have people that have never done network marketing before. And then we have people that have been doing this for years and years. So we have people that are doing this because they just need some a little bit of extra income. And then we have people that are doing this as a full-time career. So, and then we have people halfway in the middle, right? We have people on the team that started off saying, I would never, ever, which I'll explain in just a second, want to build a team, but I love doing the sales. And now suddenly they're a leader within the company. It's amazing. I won't say any names, Janine, but it's just amazing what can happen. You don't know what your story is going to be, right? So I'm just going to tell you just a little bit about me. Again, my name is Melissa Potskuchek, and I started with Modere, 4 years ago now. And the reason I actually was with a different network marketing company, and I was struggling. I'm going to be really honest. I was struggling. I owned another brick and mortar business at the time. And I was doing it kind of a hobby. And the reason I actually came into network marketing is because I am very passionate about a few things in my world. We joke because I'm actually multi-passionate, but I, at the time, was doing animal rescue. And I was donating money to animal rescue, or I wanted to donate money to animal rescue. And I did. I kept, don't tell my husband, but he knows. But so I kept donating to animal rescue. And finally one day he goes, stop giving away all of our money. And I was like, oh, okay. So I said, well, if I do this little side business, do you mind if I do that and donate all that money? And he's like, fine. But our normal income, like, let's stop giving all of that away to the dogs. I was like, well, okay. So that's what I did. So I started it. And so I was just using that money to donate. Well, it came upon a time that my brick and mortar business, my business partner, unfortunately, did a little bit of something wrong in his world. And we ended up very quickly, very out of the blue, having to shut my company down, a company that I worked endlessly and heartlessly on for over 10 years. And I used to do clinical trials. So I owned a research company, and that kind of rocked my world. And I didn't know what to do, but I was like, okay, well, this little side business that I have, I can take that and, kind of grow. And that actually became my income at that point, because we had to close my company. I mean, it was a rock to my world, both personally, mentally, but then also financially, obviously. But I was struggling. Everything that they were telling us to do, they were telling us to do parties. They were telling us to spam our friends. They were telling us to just reach out, just reach out, just reach out. They were giving us scripts that were, you know, slimy, right? The things that you don't want to say, and you felt salesy and all the things. And then somebody introduced me to Modere. They actually introduced me to the product first. They introduced me to BioCell, which is our liquid collagen. And I was like, yeah, all right. So being the researcher that I am, I took 2 months to actually research the product. But then they talked to me about the business opportunity too. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done with MLM. I can't do that anymore. I don't want to spam my friends. I don't want to sound salesy. I don't want to do at-home parties. I don't want to go give up my weekends. I live on a lake. My weekends are fun time. So they said, no, just take a look. Just take a look at this and let me know what you think. So I did. I took a look, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this anymore. But I then tried the product. And then after about 2 weeks, I was like, sign me up. Like, I am full in. My background is health and wellness. My background is health. So it just was comfortable to me, because I had lived my life holistically. I lived my life through supplements. I lived my life through health and wellness. So it just kind of made sense that my world, within the first 2 months, and I am not kidding you, the first 2 months, and we can't make financial claims here, but within the first 2 months, I had made more in my first 2 months than I had in my entire career with the other company. The entire career with the other company, which was 3 years. Like, it blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind. And I thought, oh my gosh. And I saw other people. I came with another person that also came from that same company, and watched her just like flourish. And I thought, my gosh, this is something different. It wasn't sales pitches, it was systems. It was simple systems that were duplicatable. You didn't have to be confident, taking the selfie or doing the things. You didn't have to do any of that. The systems did everything for you. So it literally was a plug and play thing, and you didn't have to build a team. There's two sides to the comp plan. So you didn't have to build a team. You could just do the sales, or you could build a team and not do the sales, or you could do both. And wow, where are you going to go with that? Right? So my world completely changed. And clearly, because I've been here for over 4 years now, I have my home. I have my peeps. I have my tribe here. I absolutely love it. You literally will have to pry the life out of me to take the products away from me, because I believe in them so much, because they keep coming out with the innovations. They are first in the industry to create these things. They have patents on them. And it's truly, when I get messages in my inbox saying, you have completely changed my world and I have my life back again, that's all I need to hear. I don't care if it's one life. I don't care if it's 20 lives. When you hear that once a year, 400 times a year, whatever it may be, that hits you in the heart, right? Like, does that happen to anybody else? Right? Show of hands. I'm sure there's a couple people on here. So So I am not going to, I do need to watch the time because I am a babble queen. I will go on and 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 just talk about things and go off in tangents, and then a squirrel hits and whatever. So, but what I'm going to do is actually turn the microphone over to another woman who I got to meet this weekend, who is just the most divine person in the world. Again, the people that you meet along the way, everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own story why they joined the company. Everybody has their own story why they take the product. Everybody has a different product that they love and appreciate and promote. So that's what we have within this unit. And so I am going to introduce you to Denise, and she is going to take over the microphone for a little while, and then we'll be right back. We're going to keep this nice and short for you, down to a half an hour, hopefully. So I will stop my babbles. I'm going to turn it over to Denise now. Hi, Denise.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, very well.
Good.
Just a little nervous as always.
It's okay. It's okay. Trust me. Do you see my red neck? How many times do I all the time and my neck is red?
Right.
So it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So if you have any questions or if you get stuck, then just raise your hand and I'll pop right back on. I got your back, girl.
All righty. I know you do. So I started this. I'm from Illinois. And Janine got me watching her back in, well, I started back in June of 2020, starting the products, and I fell in love with the collagen. That was my main thing that I loved because it has actually helped me with my joint discomfort and different things like that over the years, because I love playing volleyball and any kind of sporting event. I like to play. I don't really care to watch any of them. So I've kind of tore up my body a little bit over the years. I'm 57, and you know, they say you can just keep reinventing yourself. And I guess that's what I've done, is reinvented myself once again. I've tried other MLMs, but I never sold the products. I joined to get the discount. And you don't have to do that with this company at all. You know, they take care of us. They take care of our customers, and I just love that. But I will say that over the years, I'll go back to a little bit of my story here. When I was 32, my first husband was killed in an accident. And if I would have had Modere back then, life would have been so much simpler, because 19 days after he passed away, my youngest son was diagnosed with leukemia, and I pretty much had to quit working and take care of him, plus my twin boys that were older than him. So life was complicated back then, and I think it would have made life easier if I would have had Modere at that time, you know, because of the community and how they have taken care of everything. So if the products were, but see, that was 25 years ago. Things have come a long way, I'm sure. But just loving what it will be 2 years enjoying it. You know, sometimes I just have to stay consistent. That's my issue most of the time. I was listening to somebody today, and they made a comment that said, just keep showing up. You don't have to hit a home run every time. And that's what I have to do. I just need to keep showing up and consistently, and you know, it'll all turn out for the best. I always have that. It's more like a half full, or a glass half full instead of half empty. I'm more that half full person. So, but if you have any questions or anything like that.
That's awesome, Denise. Thank you. I know it was very nerve-wracking to talk tonight, and you did amazing, as I knew you would. And thank you for sharing your story. Everybody give her a big round of applause, because this is a lot for Denise tonight. So We appreciate you sharing your story. And we would love to know. We are obviously recording this. So we and Angela, again, welcome to Modere. This is, I think, her first opportunity call that she is attending on as well. Looks like she just bought her kit. So everybody is starting in a different place. Everybody has a different comfort level, right, Denise?
Oh,
We
yes.
learned so much. Even this weekend, I learned people who are at the top of the company have the same concerns as the people that are at the bottom of the company. They have those same roadblocks in their mind. Can I do this? How can I proceed? How can I move forward? What if, right? We all get that. But the great thing is every single week we have training. Like we have the top leaders coming on every single week, giving us training, keeping us motivated, giving us those tools that we need to succeed and move forward. And as Denise said, consistency really is key. I've fallen into that trap multiple times myself, where I'm consistent, everything goes great. And then I think, well, I'll just lean back just a little bit. Nope. Like, have you ever tried to go out, like you're going to the gym, you're going to the gym, you're going to the gym, and then you go on vacation and you go, oh, I can't wait to get back to the gym when I'm done. And then you get back from vacation, you go, I so don't want to go to the gym, right? I so don't want to go to the gym. That is kind of the same thing. So if you kept going during your vacation, even just went for a walk and kept yourself motivated, that little bit of consistency along the way will definitely help tons. But if you fall off, you've got people to bring you back on. And another great thing about this business here in this business model, if you do need to take a break, it's always here for you. If something happens, because let's be real, life happens, right? Anybody have life happen to them along the way? Like, I need like 16 more hands, right? For myself. Life happens, right? You sometimes are forced to take that break. And the beautiful thing is you have all the tools, you have all the resources, and you have all the family here to get you back up and going again. Okay, so that is what we have here at Modere. And I'm trying to see, is there anybody on the call right now? I kind of lost a little bit of the chat. Hello. So is there anybody on the call who is not actually with Modere yet, but is really looking at the opportunity? Tiff, is there anybody here? Can you either raise your hand and say hello?
Or put interested.
Go ahead. Sorry, Denise.
Yeah. Or just, put an emoji that you're looking at the business. I
can't see if we have, you guys, again, my deepest apologies for my resources here. My computer, for whatever reason, will not do Zoom. It doesn't like Zoom. And so I'm on my iPad and it's really difficult for me to see. If anybody has any questions, you have the opportunity to unmute yourself. Please feel free to ask in the chat if you have questions, or simply unmute yourself and go ahead and ask questions regarding Modere, regarding the products. We are definitely here and happy to help you out.
I have
Angela, do you have a question?
Yes, I have actually a couple. Hi. I just want to say thank you, Tiffany. I want to say thank you, Melissa. This is such a blessing for me. And my question though is I have no problem following what we're supposed to do. My thing is, okay, so hi. looks like we have all these people on Instagram and Facebook, but I just really don't know, you know, no one's, said anything. Is anybody doing anything? And so I put that out there and they made the comment back, but I'm like, what do you do when they ask a question? Like when I posted the spoon. Okay, here's the spoon. Where'd you get that? Uh, that's good question. Where did I get that spoon? Because I don't have my kit yet. So Tiffany told me what to respond to one girl, and then I sent her a picture, and she would like to be on the next call whenever the next one is. And I told one of my best friends, who should be a chef, but she's not going to be because she knows I'm doing this. And so she has actually questions about the naturalness of the product, if you will. And I told her that
Mhm.
it's all pretty much clean and green tea and yada yada yada. And she's like, but they use the word naturals for like gluten and different things, and because she's a vegan. So she has all of the right to ask all the questions, but we love curiosity, right? So hopefully Danielle will be on the next call as well as Paulette.
Yes. So we are having these opportunity calls every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a new one will come out next week for you. We will have those links ready for you. And Angela, when you respond to them, I would definitely, if you go in again, the
Follow the
beautifulness of
script.
Modere, if you go into Modere's website, right on the products, they will have if they're gluten-free, if they're soy-free, if they are vegan, if they have that all on the website. So if they have specific product questions, one thing that's wonderful is Modere keeps their product site separate from their business site. They truly want to be that online store presence.
Right.
So it's two separate things. So when you send them there, you don't have to worry about like showing them that opportunity at that time. You can just literally show them the product. And then
Yeah,
if they
I
have any
did.
questions, Angela, I want you to either reach out to Tiffany or to the chat and say, hey, I have a quick product question for you. Is there anybody that can answer this? Somebody will get back to you.
Okay, that's good to know because I will definitely do that. But I did send her a link to my website.
Excellent. Very good.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Angela.
yeah. So
Momentum, girl.
yeah,
Momentum.
yeah. I'm looking forward to do the 3 and 10 for real.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. Okay. Anybody else with any other questions, or else we're actually going to wrap it up. Like I said, I want to keep this, but Janine.
So I want you to choose somebody on here that's a guest, and we will send out a prize. So
Yes.
Scroll through, find somebody who's a guest.
That's what I was trying to find. And I am actually going to give out a box of our travel trim. Yeah, so we're going to send out a box of travel trim to one of our guests that is on the opportunity call. Hey, great source for when you come on here. You'll get prizes too. Like, seriously? Come on now, people. All right, so let's scroll. Actually, Denise, why don't you scroll and you can pick somebody?
Well, do we know who's not an SM on here?
It's like, if you can hear, like, we have really big thunderstorms in the background. I'm like, oh, what's going on out there?
What state are you in?
If you are not, I invited Audra, Laura, Sabrina. Okay. So there's some, so Denise, if you just want to hit the whoop and land on somebody, then we will give out that box of trim singles for you.
On here that say iPhone and then a phone number. Were they invited? I invited Audra, Laura, and Sabrina. Angela.
Let me see.
So
Ladies, if you are,
because I can do this as well.
iPhone to everyone. Hey, I want one.
I want one.
So is Sabrina, let's see, Sabrina, is it Wozni? That name doesn't sound familiar.
Sabrina Wozni, are you still on? Can you hit your mute button? Let us know that you're still on. Hello, hello. Unmute button, I should say. It looks like Sabrina's on here.
Yeah, it looks like she's still here. It looks like Audra, Laura, and Sabrina are the guests.
Excellent.
Okay.
Welcome, you guys.
Yeah,
Welcome.
definitely.
All right, so Denise has picked Sabrina. We are actually going to
Okay.
send you a box of travel packs that look like this. They come in chocolate. They're lovely, lovely, lovely to take along with you. I will be going away for the weekend and taking my handy dandy little trim with me. So yes, blast the belly while you're on vacay, right? Why not? So, all right, guys. Well, we are actually going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us here today. Thank you from everybody that is on the team that also joined here. I see Tina's beautiful face. I get to see Tina this weekend too. Yay. So, so everybody have an amazing night. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts because you could have been somewhere else tonight for taking the time to be here with us. And if you have any questions at all, whoever invited you here to this opportunity call, please reach out to them and they will get back to you right away. So, all right, we're going to sign off for tonight. Bye, everybody.